What's up, friends? Welcome to class. My name is Bre, and today I'm going to be guiding you through a vinyasa flow sequence, full body, but today's class is going to be a little bit different than most of the classes that I've already taught on my channel. Today it's going to be a lot more flowy and a little bit faster than we usually move. All you need is your mat and your breath. Let's begin. So we're going to start today in child's pose. So for this variation, knees apart, feet together, walk the hands forward, let the chest rest down towards the mat. Maybe the forehead touches down, maybe it doesn't. Either way is fine. Close the eyes. Start to deepen the breath. We'll engage our Ujjayi breath all together. Just that yogi breath, that gentle sound of the ocean in the back of the throat. So we have a whole tutorial on Ujjayi breath on this channel. I'll just give you a quick summary before we dive into class. So let's engage it all together. So take a deep inhale here, fill up the lungs. And as you exhale, open mouth as if you're fogging up a mirror right in front of your face. Seal the lips, inhale. Exhale, open mouth, fog up the mirror. Seal the lips, big inhale, fill the lungs all the way up. This time as you exhale, keep the lips sealed, but continue to fog up the mirror. Now keep the lips sealed for the remainder of class, but continue to make that sound as if you're fogging up the mirror on both the inhale and the exhale. So what you're doing there is you're constricting the muscles between your vocal cords. And it helps you control the pace of your breath. In a vinyasa style class, which is the one you're taking today, each breath is connected to a movement, sort of like a metronome. So the breath is really the pulse, the rhythm that keeps you moving. So try to keep that Ujjayi breath throughout the entire class. Take a moment here to set your intention for this practice. What brought you on the mat today? Why did you choose to practice? What are you working on currently? And keep in mind, it doesn't have to be something physical. And begin to lift the hips, come into a tabletop. So the knees are under the hips, the wrists are under the shoulders. You can blink open your eyes or keep them closed, your choice. We'll do a few rounds of cat-cow. As you inhale, let the belly sink down, gaze forward. And exhale, start to round the back, tuck the chin to the chest. Inhale, gaze forward, let the belly sink. Tailbone tips up to the sky. And exhale, round the back, tuck the tailbone under, push the ground away. Now start to move at the rhythm of your own breath. Just connecting one movement per breath. And now begin to introduce a little bit more movement in the hips, the shoulders. Maybe bring the hips down towards the heels. And then back up to the top into that tabletop. Maybe shift forward a little bit over the wrists and then come back with the hips. And forward, perhaps bend one elbow and then the other. Take the hips in the opposite direction on the circle. So just begin to move a little bit more freely not so rigid. And focus more on the transitions between these poses. Maybe don't even land in a pose at all. So you're sort of moving your body in these weird shapes. Don't worry if it looks silly. The sillier, the better. You're probably even home alone, so what's your excuse? Just let go. Just move. Wake up the spine, the hips, the shoulders. And if you have a roommate or a partner next to you and then you're subconsciously holding back from moving silly, then maybe even close your eyes and just feel in your own body. As with all people that make judgments, that's their own problem, it's not yours. So just make this practice for you. Even if you're practicing with somebody next to you, know that this is still your body, your breath, and your practice. Start to slow down the movements. Come back into that tabletop. Blink open the eyes if you had them closed. Tuck the toes under, and we meet in downward dog. Begin to straighten the legs. One leg at a time, pedal it out. Press down on the inside part of the hand so you take the weight off the outside cartilage of the wrist. And then come into a downward dog. It's okay if both knees are slightly bent. What's more important is you have that length in the spine, the upper back. And now bring both heels down over to the left. And at the same time, you're going to bend the knees and then swing your right arm back towards your right foot and then reach it up over your head. Big circle. Right palm lands down, pivot the feet over to the right. Left arm reaches back first and then up and over. Big arch. Left palm down, over to the right. Inhale, pivot the feet, left arm up and over. Let's do 2 more each side. Bring back that Ujjayi breath. Connect it with the movement. And left palm comes back down to the ground. And begin to walk your hands back towards your feet. Forward fold, back of the mat. Cross the arms in front of your chest and gently sway left and right. Maybe bounce a little. And then release the hands down towards the ground. Bend both knees, start to roll up the vertebrae, one at a time, all the way up to standing. Arms reach up overhead. And again, bend the arms, hold on to opposite elbows. And then we're going to start to lean over to the right, come forward, up over to the left, and then through center. To the right, around the front, to the left, through center. Let's do 2 more circles. And back up to center, and let's do 4 circles the other direction, over to the left. Swing it forward, up and around. So try to let go of any resistance that you have here. Instead of forcing your body into the poses, just sort of be a little bit more buoyant, bouncy, flowy. Last one, back up to center. Release the hands down at your sides. Take a big inhale, arms reach up overhead, palms touch. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift to lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way to standing, arms reach, palms touch. Exhale, fold. Move with the breath. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. All the way to standing, full length of the breath to get there. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk your hands forward, downward dog. As you inhale, start to shift forward, high plank. The heels lift off. The shoulders are stacked over the wrist. The hips are about the same height as the shoulders, and then you tuck the tailbone under, engage the core, and press in through the hands. So you really create as much space as you can between the mat and your chest as possible. Hold here. Breathe. Exhale, lift the hips, downward dog. Inhale, shift forward, high plank. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, one more time, high plank. Option to set down the knees or keep them lifted as we lower all the way down to the ground. Untuck the toes, inhale, lift the chest, baby cobra. And exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift. And lower. One more time, inhale, lift it up. Let the breath lead the way. We're gonna hold here at the top in baby cobra. Maybe even lift the hands up off the mat just a little bit. So you really use the muscles in your back to keep your chest lifted. Engage the glutes. The shoulder blades are kissing on your back. Last breath. And slowly lower down, press the hips back to the heels, child's pose. Just one breath here, and we meet in downward dog. Inhale, right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Come up high on the ball of the left foot as you shift forward, right knee to nose. Hold it here. Then flex the right foot. Silently step it between your hands. Low lunge, set down the left knee, untuck the toes, inhale, arms rise. If you need to feel a little bit more balanced here, you can heel toe your right foot to the right, just a couple of inches. Create a little bit more of a surface area for your body to feel balanced. Extend and reach the fingertips up towards the ceiling, cinch in the ribs. Send the hips forward and down. And then exhale, release the hands, half splits. Right toes start to reach up towards the sky. Keep a little micro bend in the right knee. Maybe windshield wiper the right foot. Let the head hang down heavy. And reconnect with the breath. Slow it down. Start to rebend the right knee. Right sole of the foot touches down on the ground as you shift forward, warrior three prep. Left leg floats off. Fingertips are down on the ground, or you could also keep them hovering or on a couple of blocks if you have them. Try to lower the left hip down so it's about the same height as the right, and that left leg is fully engaged. So don't worry so much about the height of the left leg. What's more important is that it's straight. So you're really activating all the muscles in the left leg. Keep your right fingertips down on the ground. We're just going to stack the hips, reach the left arm up to the sky, half moon. Start to rebend the right knee, left foot slowly touches down back of the mat, spider lunge to the left. Left leg is bent, right leg is straight, skandasana. So don't worry so much about the height of the hips here. What we're focusing on is a stretch in the groin as well as the right hamstring, the back side of the right leg. So you could also take this as a high variation of skandasana or low. Whatever feels better for you. Start to move towards the front of the mat. You can walk your hands to get there. Step the left foot forward to meet the right. We meet in chair pose. Sit the hips low, lift the chest high. Reach the fingertips up. but relax the shoulder blades down the back. And exhale, forward fold, straighten the legs. Inhale, halfway lift to lengthen. And exhale, place the hands, step the feet back, high plank. Shift it forward, come up high on the toes. Bend the arms for chaturanga. So the arms are at 90 degrees and the shoulders do not come lower than the elbows. Inhale, upward dog, come onto the tops of the feet. Big breath here, engage the glutes. And exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Inhale, right heel lifts. As you exhale, left knee to nose. Hold it here on the inhale. Push the ground away, clean it up. Flex the foot, step it between the hands. Low lunge. Set down the right knee, untuck the toes. Inhale, arms lift. And exhale, shift the hips forward and down. Soften the breath. Arrive. Release the hands back down to the mat. Half splits. Left toes point up towards the sky. Slight bend in the left knee. Relax the head down. And an invitation to make those micro movements in the left leg. So you can maybe start to notice the difference in the stretch of all three major muscles of your hamstring, not just one. Rebend the left knee as you step forward for warrior three prep. Right leg floats off. You have that lift in the chest, just like we do in that half lift coming out of a forward fold. We don't want to be collapsing the chest down towards the left quad. Otherwise, it would be a standing splits pose. So in this warrior three prep, or even warrior three, you want to have the chest lifted. Now keep the left fingertips down on the ground. As you stack the hips, half moon, right arm reaches up to the sky. So that right foot is still flexed like you're standing against the back wall. And you're really using your adductor muscle. And you're really using your abductor muscle on the outer right hip to keep that leg lifted. Start to bend the left knee, right foot touches down, back of the mat. Move slowly through the transition. Spider lunge. Hands at the heart or fingertips down on the ground. And walk the hands forward. We meet in chair pose. Just 2 breaths. Make it good. Drop right into the pose. Waste no time. Exhale, straighten the legs, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, place the hands, step the feet back, high plank. Exhale, shift forward, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, lift the hips, downward dog. Inhale, right leg to the sky, 3-legged dog. The left heel lifts off as you exhale, right knee to nose. Shift it forward, shoulders stack over wrists. Inhale, lift, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. One more time, inhale, lift. Slow this movement down. Resist the urge to move with momentum. Flex the right foot, step it between the hands as you rise up strong for crescent. Arms reach. And exhale, open twist. Left arm comes forward, right arm comes back. So you almost want to imagine that you have a magnet on the back side of your right hand and it's pulling your hand back. Inhale, reverse it back. Left arm reaches up towards the sky. Maybe the right hand comes to the left hamstring. And exhale, begin to shift forward, revolved half moon. Left leg floats up, right arm reaches up to the sky. And then keep the legs as they are. You're just going to switch the hands from revolved half moon to half moon. So right fingertips come down onto the ground, stack the hips, left arm reaches up to the sky. So that left leg stays lifted the whole time. Start to re-bend the right knee, left foot touches down, back of the mat. Skandasana, just one breath here. Move into chair pose. Keep the right leg bent the whole time that you move into the transition. And straighten the legs, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, place the hands, step the feet back. We're all going to meet in downward dog, so your choice to get there. You could either take this little mini vinyasa, or maybe you want to take child's pose, or some handstand hops. Your choice, your practice, however you get to downward dog is perfect. So we'll wait here 3 breaths. Take your time to meet us here. Bring back Ujjayi breath. Feel your heartbeat. Slow it down. From downward dog, inhale, left leg to the sky, 3-legged dog. Come up high on the ball of the right foot, shift forward, left knee to nose. Round the back, hug the leg in. Inhale, lift, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. One more time, inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to nose. Flex the foot, step it between the hands. Rise up for crescent. So a slight bend in the right knee. That left leg is almost 90 degrees. So you're still sending all the energy out the fingers. Keep the legs as they are as you open twist. Right arm forward, left arm back. Inhale, reverse it back, right arm reaches up. Left hand maybe to the right hamstring. A little bit of a twist, a little bit of a back bend. Go easy here. Slowly transition to revolve half moon. Right leg floats up. Left arm reaches to the sky. And then make that switch, legs stay as they are. Left hand comes down, right arm reaches up, and then stack the right hip on top of the left. Half moon. Start to rebend the left leg, Skandasana, spider lunge to the right. Just one breath here. Move straight into chair pose. Focus on the transition, not just the final pose. 2 breaths here. Straighten the legs, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, place the hands. And again, we meet in downward dog. Your choice to get there. As long as you're moving with the breath, then that's yoga. Don't worry about the poses. It's more about the connection to the breath, the connection to yourself, than anything else. Now we'll start picking up the pace
Just a little bit, still connecting the breath with the movement. So just do your best here. We're all at different levels. We're all moving at different paces, have different lung capacities, so make this practice work for you. Inhale, right leg lifts to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to nose. Inhale, lift, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift. Knee to nose. Stay here on the inhale, then flex the foot, place it between the hands. Rise up, crescent. Exhale, open twist. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, revolved half moon. Switch the hands, half moon. Start to bend the right knee, spider lunge to the left. Inhale, forward, chair pose, maybe without using the hands. Just one breath, inhale, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, place the hands, make your way to downward dog, otherwise follow along. Shift forward, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift. Move with the breath. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to nose. Hold here, inhale. Then exhale, place it between the hands. Rise up strong for crescent. Exhale, open twist. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, revolved half moon. Inhale, half moon. Exhale, spider lunge to the right. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, place the hands, step the feet back. Coming into downward dog. Knees up or down, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. So we'll move through this series, this little sequence or module one more time with you. And I'm only going to be cueing the inhales, exhales, and the poses themselves. So just do your best. Focus more on the breath being your metronome. Bring back Ujjayi breath. It's really the most integral part of your practice is focusing on the breath. Inhale, right leg lifts, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to nose. Inhale, lift, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to nose. Hold it here on the inhale. Then step the foot between the hands. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, open twist. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, revolved half moon. Inhale, half moon. Exhale, spider lunge to the left. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, place the hands through your vinyasa. We meet in downward dog. Inhale, left leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift. Knee to nose. Last time, inhale, lift. Knee to nose. Step the foot. Crescent. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, open twist. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, revolved half moon. The Breath is your metronome. Keep it going. Inhale, half moon, right arm reaches up. Exhale, spider lunge to the right. Inhale, chair pose. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, we meet in downward dog. Maybe flow through your vinyasa, or take child's pose, or some handstands. You do you. We meet back in downward dog. We're here for 5 breaths. So take your time to get there. Now for this last round, again, same sequence that we're going to flow through. So now you've done it 2 or 3 times. So for this round, I'm actually not going to cue anything at all. So I know this might sound a little scary or a little weird, but you can do it. I'll still be flowing through the sequence with you. But this is an invitation for you to tap into your breath, to tap into your movement, to go at your own pace. And then we'll meet back in a downward dog. So we'll do both sides, right and left. And we'll meet right back here in a couple of minutes. So just do your best. Focus on the breath. Each breath is connected to a movement. Whenever you're ready, let's begin. Right leg first. Take your time. We meet back in a downward dog. And if you're here and you want a little break, you can come back into child's pose. We're here for 3 more breaths, just to give time for those that move at a slower pace. It's great. We're all still in it together, going at our own rhythm. Just moving the body, feeling the breath connecting to now. We make our way back into a downward dog. And then slowly begin to walk your feet forward towards the front of the mat. Between the hands, come into a seat. So the feet are about hip distance apart. The hands come behind you on a mat, fingertips point towards the heels. And then start to lift the hips up, reverse tabletop. So we're stretching out the front side of the shoulders, the anterior deltoid muscles. Engage the glutes. And then begin to lower the hips down closer to the heels this time. Set the butt all the way down. So there should be no effort here. Start to inhale as you lift the chest. And exhale, maybe bend the elbows towards the back of your mat, just slightly. It's really easy to overdo it here, so just go easy. With each inhale, you lift the chest. And each exhale, you bend the arms. Take a few more breaths here on your own. Start to walk your hands forward. Reach the arms forward. I even like to rest my arms on top of my knees just for a breath or two. Just sort of relax the shoulders. A little counter release. Then begin to make your way onto your back. Keep the legs where they're at. Bring the heels closer to the fingertips. As you start to lift the hips up, bridge pose. Engage the glutes. Keep a little bit of space between your chin and your chest. And then option here to tuck the shoulders under, maybe interlace the hands underneath your back. Release the hands if you had them held. All together, reach your arms up over your head. Begin to lift the heels and slowly lower down. Hips back down to the ground. The hands come back down to your sides, windshield wiper the legs, one leg in at a time. Then hug the knees into the chest, give yourself a little squeeze. And then extend the right leg straight forward, but keep the left leg in the chest. And then bring the left leg across the body, all the way over to the right side. Maybe the knee touches down on the ground, maybe it doesn't. It's fine either way. Extend your left arm out to your side. So as long as you feel the twist in your mid-back, you're doing it right. So sometimes I've even seen teachers come around and physically push this left shoulder down to the ground, and at the same time push the left knee down as well. So they're really deepening that twist, but it's really unnecessary. The ability to be able to touch your left shoulder and your left knee both down on the ground has so much more to do with the length of your spine, the flexibility of your torso, the muscles, the cartilage between your vertebrae. There's so much that depends on it. It's not just flexibility. A lot of it is skeletal structure as well. So just be easy here on yourself. Let gravity do the work. As long as you feel the twist and you feel that sensation of a twist, then you're doing it right. You don't have to force yourself into anything ever.
body is extremely intelligent. It will move if you just relax and invite the spaciousness. With the help of your right hand underneath the left knee, start to bring your knee back up to center. Hug both knees into the chest. Maybe rock a little left and right, massage out the spine. And then keep the right knee into the chest, extend the left leg straight out. And then begin to bring the right leg across the body, down towards the ground. And extend your right arm out to your side. We're here for several breaths. So close the eyes. Relax the muscles in the face, the feet, the hands. And with the help of the left hand, bring that right knee back up to center. And again, hug both knees into the chest. Again, rock left and right. And then give yourself a huge squeeze. Be so proud of all the work you just did. All the movement in your body. You moved your body in so many different directions. And you were connecting with your breath the whole time. You should already be so proud of yourself for putting in the work. Take a deep inhale, fill up the lungs all the way up to the top. And exhale as you open mouth. Let the air go, release the legs. Extend the heels out to the corners of your mat. For your final pose of practice in Savasana. So palms face up towards the sky. Tuck the shoulders under, maybe wiggle the jaw, close down the eyes. Run a quick body scan and see if there are any places in your body that are still holding on to tension. And if there are, and I would like you to send a signal from your brain to that body part and tell it to relax. Relax, relax, relax. Put all of your attention on the breath. Don't worry about what the body is doing. Maybe it feels a little electric, or you're sweating, or it's twitching, or you're adjusting, or whatever is going on physically. see if you can separate yourself from that for just a moment. Can you witness your body as if you're a fly on the wall, without the urge to change anything or adjust or judge? Just let yourself be exactly as you are in this moment, recognizing how deeply beautiful it is that you are in this body and how it moves and breathes every day for you. Hold on to that feeling of gratitude for yourself, for your body, for your mind. And just put the attention on the breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Repeat. I recommend staying here in Savasana for at least 2 minutes, just to allow your body the opportunity to fully absorb and recognize all of the changes that just took place. So you're welcome to pause the video if you'd like. Stay as long as you wish in Savasana or in this meditation. But I'll be ending it here. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice today, for moving your body, for connecting with your breath, for stepping into the present moment. It's been my honor to be here with you. With love and gratitude, namaste.